South Korean Central Bank regulators call for tokenized securities regulations. South Korea and an STO bill is pending in the National Assembly, but the government is yet to signal its approval. Last updated August 28, 2024 at 14:30 GMT3. Author Tim Alper. Author Tim Alper is a British journalist and features writer who has worked at cryptocurrencies.com since. He has written for media outlets such as the BBC, The Guardian, and Chosun Ilbo. He's also worked author profile share, copied last updated August 28, 2024 at 14:30 GMT3. Why trust Cryptonews? With over a decade of crypto coverage, Cryptonews delivers authoritative insights you can rely on. Our veteran team of journalists and analysts combines in-depth market knowledge with hands-on testing of blockchain technologies. We maintain strict editorial standards, ensuring factual accuracy and impartial reporting on both established cryptocurrencies and emerging projects. Our long-standing presence in the industry and commitment to quality journalism make Cryptonews a trusted source in the dynamic world of digital assets. Read more about Cryptonews, South Korean industry chiefs and central bank executives have called on the government to urgently regulate tokenized securities as major players continue to wait for security token offering STO approval. Per the media outlet ET News, officials from the central bank, regulatory bodies, and the securities industry called for action at a Korea Securities Association KSA summit held on August 27th. Tokenized securities regulations. Seoul poised to act? The association claimed that digital assets represent the future direction of the financial market. Speakers at the event said that Seoul should take measures, including the legalization of tokenized securities. Yoon Sung-kwan, the director of digital currency policy at the Bank of Korea, BOK, said, "As we transition to a digital economy, we must simultaneously carry out the tokenization of digital assets and payment method." Yoon said that the central bank would likely play a key role in this, as it would provide the final settlement asset that would support safe digital asset transactions. Lee Jun-seo, the chairman of the KSA, claimed that as digital assets were set to play such a key role in financial markets, more detailed legislation was now inevitable. He claimed that failing to roll out this legislation would increase financial market instability and spark consumer protection issues. Lee reminded attendees that lawmakers have an STO bill pending in the National Assembly, but he called for Seoul to systematically reorganize the financial sector's issuance and distribution infrastructure to make space for STOs. This will help STOs power a new economic growth engine, Lee said. Advanced economies around the world are locked in a fierce competition. They want to use blockchain technology to lead financial infrastructure innovation and the digital asset market. South Korea cannot afford to fall behind in this trend. We must urgently roll out tokenized securities-related legislation. Seo Yoo-seok, head of the Korea Financial Investment Association, urgent need for STO regulation. Industry chiefs concurred. Ryuji Hae, a director at the South Korean securities giant Mirai Asset, said, "If the token security system is brought within the framework of the law, the industry will be able to develop various underlying assets and innovative financial products." Ryu claimed that legal recognition of distributed ledgers could be a first step toward blockchain establishing itself as a core component of the financial industry. Participants in an ensuing panel discussion also agreed that Seoul needed to roll out relevant laws for the STO industry. They also opined that the government should support companies entering the virtual assets market, firms lining up to launch tokenized or securities products. Others claim that the general South Korean companies, not just fintech firms and securities providers, should also be allowed easy access to the STO markets. Media outlets have previously reported that multiple South Korean companies have already prepared STO platforms in preparation for government approval. Banks and others think that the nation's STO market will be worth $287 billion by 2030. Media analysts say the biggest commercial banks in the country are lining up to move into the sector. Global regulators may also turn their attention to the STO markets. Experts claim Kevin Mirko, the CEO and founder of CoinMetro, told cryptonews.com, the tokenization of already dematerialized markets such as equities can optimize settlements, reducing the time factor and thus the opportunity costs. But Mirko believes that the global tokenization drive will eventually expand beyond the world of securities. He said the drive would eventually move on to historically illiquid markets, including art and gems. The broader tokenization of real-world assets has the potential to create far more exciting changes. Tokenizing these asset types opens up liquidity, making it easier to source, fund, and exit investment options in historically illiquid markets. Kevin Mirko, CEO and founder of CoinMetro. Follow us on Google News.